Hi guys, welcome again to my space, the Shami's Kitchen, where we make amazing meals and we also make amazing bakes. So today we're going to make an amazing butternut squash soup that is very delicious and also nutritious. So you can serve it as a starter and also as breakfast. So let's get started. So you will need one medium butternut and some potatoes. Yeah, a butternut, not pumpkin, and then you will need cooking oil. You will need one whole red onion and some ginger, like one whole ginger chopped. You'll need to chop it so that it can cook well. Yeah, like that. You will need to chop it well. You will also need a blender and a cooking pot to cook your meals, the ingredients. And for me, I like adding honey because it brings a very nice taste to my soup. So yeah, a teaspoon of honey. And then there is the milk. So yeah, there's the milk. Yeah, there goes the milk. You'll need milk to blend, for blending, and also I add a little to when cooking. So yeah. So you chop your onion. You chop into small pieces so that it can cook well. But that's not a problem because when we blend, everything will be blended. So you just need to chop for easy cooking. Then you transfer it to your cooking pot. And then all of this you're cooking at medium heat at first because you don't want to burn. You don't want your mixture to burn. So you add your oil to your cooking pot. A little bit of it because you don't want your soup to be to have a lot of oil. So you add a little bit of, for me I normally add like a spoon or 2 spoons actually for these. 2 spoons of that. You let your oil to heat up a little, and then you add your onions first. The red onions that we chopped, you add that to your cooking pot and to the oil. Keep stirring. And I forgot to say about the salt. You definitely need salt for tasting, of course. Yeah, you also need spices. You'll need spices like either nutmeg, whatever works for you. For me, I normally use cinnamon powder. For cinnamon works for me with a butternut squash soup, but you can add also nutmeg or anything that works for you, any spice that works for you. Then here at this point you add your ginger, but remember ginger sticks at the bottom, so here you need to be very careful. Stir it up, don't stop stirring because ginger will stick at the bottom of your sufuria or your cooking pot or whatever. So you need to keep stirring until it is well cooked. You don't want to be it to be very brownly cooked, just a little brown, like the light brown. And then you add your butternut and your potatoes. The potatoes make the soup a little bit heavy, so for me that's why I add. Some people do it like work without the potato, but for me like just one potato works well. It makes the soup a little bit heavy and very delicious. Add that like very extra unique taste. Now here you add your salt, you add whatever spice you're using. For me it's cinnamon, so a little bit of cinnamon. I don't like a lot of it, so a little bit of that just works for me, just to bring out the taste, the nice taste in my dish. So cover it, let it steam on medium heat still. Yeah, on medium heat. You don't want them to burn, so you'll allow it to rest for a little, like cook for a bit until they are ready before adding the water. So they're still cooking at medium heat. Yeah, so you stir. Make sure they don't stick at the bottom. That's the idea. Because of the ginger, you don't want it to stick at the bottom. So you keep stirring, and then now you can add your water. You don't add a lot of water because this water won't be drained. So it's just enough to cook that, to make the potatoes and the butternut cooked, well cooked. So you just add a little bit of that. You taste your salt. If it's not okay, you add a little bit to your taste, that one. Put the lid on again. Allow it now to cook until the butternut and the potatoes are tender enough to be like to go in the blender, to be blended. Because now here we are ready to make our soup. At this point is where I add my milk. Yeah, just a little bit of it to just bring out that very nice taste first, to cook with the mixture, and then the rest of it I can add while I'm blending like when I put that in the blender. So it is well cooked, very well cooked and tender. Everything has cooked well. You want to like remove this from your stove and then set it aside to cool before blending. You let it cool a little bit, like it's warm, not very cold and not hot, because it will burn your blender. You just want it very cool, and then you transfer that mixture to your blender, and then you blend your ingredients ready to make the soup. This is the point where you add your milk, because you will need the milk to blend, to make sure that the blend according to the texture that you want of your soup. But for me, I just love it a little bit heavy, not very runny, a little bit heavy. That's the best soup. You add your milk, as I said, and then for me a little bit of that so that it doesn't become so runny. And then I add my secret ingredient, which is the honey. Just 1 teaspoon of honey is enough to make that. It gives a very nice sweet kind of taste that that soup just tastes amazing. I wish you'd taste this. For me, it tastes amazing. It's just a little bit of it, but it just gives a very like big difference. Just amazing taste. So yeah, you blend that and it's ready. And ooh la la, my soup is ready and very, very, very tasty. I'm telling you, this soup is amazing. I can take these bowls, like 3 of them, and then it's good for shedding weight. Like it's a very good appetizer. It's a very good, like something when you want to like lose weight, you just take this in the morning or as a starter, and it's very good. So you garnish your soup. Of course, you don't want to serve it plain. You want to make it very attractive to the eye, because we always eat with our eyes before we eat with our mouth. So you garnish that, and then voila, the soup is there, tasty, amazing. And then all you need is just buns for that, or bread, whatever it is that you will want. So enjoy, and kindly don't forget to subscribe and like and share if you like the video.